Hey, welcome to the Cyber Gangsters channel. And we're going to talk about this idiot Kyrie and why athletes should learn how to shut the fuck up and dribble because you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And it's not always their fault. Here's really what the real truth of the matter is. This is where this all went bad for Kyrie. See, everybody was piling in on Jews. And when you're navigating the Jew situation, you got to be very careful because you got a pretty complex history with Jewish people. Like the same thing with World War II, the same thing with slavery in America. These are very touchy subjects. So if you don't know what you're really talking about and you don't have really concrete facts, you shouldn't really be playing around with this because this is real life fire. And see, this is where I realize Kyrie's a fucking dum dum. See, he's one of these hoopers that want to be in lights and I'm special because I act weird. No, you're just a weirdo. You're not all that smart. You're not. This is the thing. It's not an athlete's fault that they're not that smart when it comes to outside reality. The reason why it's not their fault is because they hoop for a living. Like you don't have time to sit there and really research stuff. Like even me as a human being who is working a daily job, I'm learning skills, I'm doing things, I'm going through life. I don't actually have time to really sit back and really research in depth the certain topics I'm talking about. So you give these athletes these major platforms, and they get these huge platforms. And what happens is once they get these platforms, they don't realize you're not just talking to you and your hooper friends. You're talking to a massive audience of millions of people, and some of those million people, just by percentage wise, know what the fuck they're talking about. So you start just saying stuff and you put things out there and you don't realize, oh, I didn't realize that there's actually experts on these matters. I should probably consult them. So where he made a mistake was he doubled down. And see, here's the situation with doubling down. It's okay to fuck up once. It's okay. Because people can say, you know what, hey, he didn't know any better. Some people are going to be stupid like, hey, yeah, fuck you. Don't carry that shit with them forever. But whatever, you can't do anything about those people. They're stupid people. I mean, what are you going to do about stupid people? But when you double down, what you're essentially telling people is, I'm absolutely sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck what any of you guys other people think. I know what I'm saying is right. And so when you state that statement, when you double down in the face of backlash, you better be absolutely sure you know what the fuck you're talking about because you can't apologize. Say, what did he do? He made the greatest mistake that you ever do after double down. He apologized. Now, what that does is that puts you in a very compromised position. Because now you look like you'll just double down on anything that you don't know what you're talking about, which proves that I will double down on ignorance, or it makes you look like a weak human being or a weak man. And so now Kyrie's stuck in a situation where we don't know if he's a weak ass dude or he's an idiot. And for the sake of God, I'm praying that he's an idiot because that's the better of the two situations, or the better of the two evils. Because if he's an idiot, I can make excuses for that. Like, hey, he plays basketball for a living. He puts a ball in a hoop and he dribbles. Like, what the fuck else do you expect from him? And this comes to my next point. Let's stop looking at entertainers and hoopers and athletes as and politicians too. Politicians are another one. They're another class of fucking stupid people too. These are court jesters. In reality, they don't serve any real purpose in life besides being entertainment for us. And so, like, we go back in the day, the only reason that entertainers even make the money they make is because smart people have figured out infrastructures to be able to broadcast the court jesters. So they pay the court jester a lot of money to keep all the dumb people entertained. But the reason we don't care about what court jesters say, this is why you should listen to the advice of that one lady who told LeBron shut up and dribble. Because you play a child's game. Like, you're what you do for a living is not serious. Nobody with any real people, like anybody who actually predicts, anybody who has a job and doing stuff that keeps people alive, like say you work in energy and oil production, you work in construction, you work in a hospital, you work in education. These are things that actually make people like function in daily life. If basketball stopped tomorrow, if I made a genie wish and I stopped basketball today, nobody would give a shit. Like maybe some kids will be sad, but guess what? Kids will find a new game. They'll go play lacrosse or something. But your job is a non-essential job, which was so funny in the pandemic when they stopped all the sports because athletes and entertainers realized, holy shit, my job is not essential. I don't fucking matter in society. People don't care if I don't get to play or not. And that's the funniest shit when you really stop and think about it. So these athletes, they're fucking jokes, they're clowns. They're not people to be taken seriously. And that's why I love a guy like KD. KD's like, look, I don't give a fuck about hygiene. I don't care about my hair. I don't care about going out. I don't care about shit. All I like to do is play 2K and basketball. That's all I do. So leave me the fuck alone. Stop talking to me. Stop trying to make me be like somebody I should go out to the community and actually try to give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I just like putting the ball in the hoop. And if you can accept that I like putting my ball in the hoop and not giving a fuck about what else goes on in the world and get rich doing it, fuck you. And I agree with Katie. That's the perfect stance to have. That's the perfect stance to have. I hate guys like LeBron, these lying ass fuck guys that try to pretend like they're actually matter in society. You don't matter. All hoopers, NBA players, entertainers, rappers, you don't matter. Like guys will tell you, only some people will tell you, "Hey man, this song it changed my life, man. Like if it wasn't for Kendrick Lamar, I don't know what I would do, man." I'm like, well, you're a fucking idiot. You know what else would have been better for your life? Maybe learn electrical engineering. Maybe that would have been a better solution for your fucking tragic ass life because you have to listen to Kendrick Lamar to make you feel like you're a useful human being. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like I'm inspired by Michael Jordan. He won those championships, and I feel like I can win a championship. Fuck up. Like, what is wrong with you people? Go do some real people shit. Go on a construction yard and go see what the construction guy deals with on a daily basis. That's some real shit. We got to worry about people dying. We got to worry about if you don't build something correctly, it fucking collapses. Guess what? It's death. And who's responsible for that? You. You got to sleep with that shit at night. That's why I look at all entertainers, athletes, and politicians like these are just useless classes of people. And if it was not for the infrastructure that smart people who are useful to society built, we will never have to even know of these people. LeBron should not exist. LeBron only gets to exist is because society is so safe that we have to basically come up with these entertainment things to keep people from killing themselves and fucking themselves to death, or doing drugs, or drinking themselves, or causing unneeded war. That's what LeBron's purpose is in life: is to distract the dum dums, to keep them alive for another week to work their shitty job. That's LeBron's job. He thinks he's really winning championships. No, that's not your job. Your job is to entertain the stupid people to keep them from causing mass fucking pain upon society. So I laugh at this entire thing because, to be honest with you, I don't know anything about this Jewish thing or black people covering Jews. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. Because why would I care? Is that going to help me with, with putting the mounting the TV up? Is that going to help me? I mount TVs for a living. What the fuck does Jewish people being black? What does that do with anything with me? What am I supposed to do with that information? Am I going to go tell my client, hey, look, let me tell you about these TVs I can put up, but let me tell you about this. Hey, black people are the original Jews. He's going to look like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? Just put the fucking TV up. Oh, shit, man. Nigga. All this shit is funny, man. I dare people. Come, here's the thing. You can't cancel useful people in society. You can only cancel people who depend on other people to actually get their money from. So, like, say you're very, very, very good at manufacturing bullets. They can't cancel you. Where are they going to cancel you to? Because you know what? People are always going to need bullets. So when you do essential jobs that actually matter, you can't get canceled. That's why these entertainers and all these people are athletes are dum-dums. Because you're not useful. And the pandemic should have showed you you're not useful. And the only thing that you're useful for is to keep people from fucking blowing their brains and shooting out people in the streets during the pandemic. So shout out to Kyrie for proving once again athletes need to just shut up and dribble. Thank you for